Welcome to the Monumental Monetization Masterclass. I'm Dee Collins, the creator of Success Creation Academy, Inc., and I've gathered 8 world-class mentors to provide you with information that can lead to a business transformation for your message magnification, mission maximization, and monumental monetization. Please stay until the end of the talk for more information on how to receive your free gift for attending, as well as how you can gain access to the replay of this event. Put all the distractions aside because you are not going to want to miss one morsel of this tasty talk. I abbreviate the name of the summit as MMM because the information is good. Now, before I introduce our next speaker, I do want to let you know that we did have a technical malfunction with our last session, which was for Iman Age, and he was the only one that we had pre-recorded. Everybody else is being broadcast live, but because of his extremely busy schedule, he did take the time to sit down with me so that we could are valuable. So this is what we're going to do. I'm waiting for Hey Summit to contact me so we can work out the technical issue. Then I will reschedule a talk for him that you can tune into. I will also make the replay available. But if you are connected to me on Facebook or on my professional Facebook page, I have already posted the video, and then our host, Tony Kaufman, is going to go ahead and post the link to the YouTube video that is going to be out for a limited time, just in case you want to watch that talk today. So we do apologize for any inconvenience that may have caused. In any case, I have someone very special with me today. Her name is Tammy Lane, but I just call her the 7-figure Facebook ad diva. And she is the creator of the Facebook Faucet and the Profit Sweet Spot. She is an absolute genius when it comes to Facebook marketing, and she can help you unlock fountains of cash flow for your business. Today, Tammy's going to tell us about how to create your own automatic flow of clients using Facebook ads. Welcome to the talk, Tammy.
Thanks, Dee. So happy to be here. My cat is also happy to be here.
Awesome. Welcome, cat. Kitty cat. What's your cat's name?
Charlie.
Charlie. What did you say? Okay. Oh, Charlie?
Yep.
Okay. I just, things like over the internet and those kind of going in and out. So I thought you said darling, and then I thought you said Darlene. I was like way off. That's how people do my name, because my real name is actually Deneene, but I go by Dee because everybody calls me everything except for Deneene. So I'm like Doreen, or Denise is the one that gets me because I don't even have an S in my name, but that's okay. So anyway, we are super excited to have you with us today. And I know, let me just welcome our audience as well. I know that you're going to benefit from some of the information that Tammy Lane is going to share with you, and to help boost your business to the next level, how to tweak your marketing, how to really maximize Facebook, and find out some of those secrets to where I don't know about you, but I know that I've been on, trying to do Facebook ads before, and I'm just like, how do you do this? And what do you do this? And that's not what I wanted to do. And how come I'm not getting results from my ads? So we're going to help, alleviate all those problems. So first, Tammy, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, what you do, and just introduce yourself to us?
Yeah, so Tammy Lane, as Dee mentioned, I've been doing Facebook ads forever, and really just super passionate about helping my clients bring in clients. We call it turning on the faucet. Facebook has just really changed my life, and now I'm super passionate about helping other businesses bring in clients, because I think the biggest struggle oftentimes is getting clients coming in and not having to work so hard to do it. So I'm really passionate about that. And I live in Canada, but most of my clients are across North America, a little bit in Europe and Australia as well, but that's why I love online.
Yes, the first time I ever met you, I was actually in Vancouver. Now, that's not the part of Canada that you live in, right?
Yeah, it's super close. I'm about a 3-hour drive from Vancouver.
Oh, okay. Yes, I saw you speaking on stage, and it was great. And I was like, who is she? How does she do it? I just want to know her, and I haven't let you go since. So.
Oh, I love you, Dee.
I even had the pleasure of speaking at one of your events earlier this year, and so that was fun. I actually took the big round pink carpet, and I have it in my dining room right
Good.
now. The pink carpet you had on stage with
Yeah,
the
if you
teal
didn't
and the
notice
yellow.
it, for everybody on the call, my brand is a little colorful.
Hmm. Because it's the sweet spot. so yeah, so I'm super happy about that. And then every time somebody new comes in, or someone that hasn't been here for a while, like if I have a relative visiting, I get really excited because they all walk in, they're like, oh, what a splash of color. And then I have to tell them about Tammy Lane.
Nice.
Yes. So what I'm super curious to know, and what I'd like for you to share with us, is how you got started doing Facebook ads.
Yeah, it's actually quite kind of a funny story because when I quit a CPA job, I worked corporate for years and years, and I helped businesses make more money in their business for years. And I thought I was going to quit my job, and I had a few things to learn about online marketing, but I thought it was going to be easy. That's not really how that turned out. And a year in, and I was really, really struggling, honestly, to bring in many clients at all. And I was doing the blogging and the social media posts and all those things that people said I should be doing.
Mm-hmm.
And funny thing is, I got an email from Facebook when they were very first coming out with Facebook ads. And they were like, hey, come try these brand new style Facebook ads. And I was like, oh, like in my head, online marketing was free.
Mm-hmm.
So getting over that mentality was a huge hurdle for me. I wasn't sure I wanted to do that, but I got started with just $5 a day, and we quickly ramped up. Like I went from barely bringing in a client to 6 figures in 6 weeks and $3 million in 6 months. So
That's amazing. I mean, you probably made, if you've made 6 figures in 3 weeks, in 6 weeks, you probably made more in 3 weeks than some people make in an entire year on their job.
I know, right? And so I had a 6-figure corporate position prior to starting my business. So I went
Mm-hmm.
from 6 figures to like no figures. And so that was big for me because at that point I was honestly feeling like a huge failure, right? Like I was really struggling to bring in clients at all.
So this may seem totally random, but I kind of this joke came into my mind when you said 6 figures to no figures, and it doesn't really even have anything to do with that. But I have this whole thing, this concept I'm thinking of building. I don't know exactly how to build it yet, but it's about zero, about how it's okay to be a zero, because without a zero, $1,000 would just be one. $1 million would just be one. So, you have to look on the positive side of the power of zero. But anyway, so here's the joke. What did the zero say to the 8?
Oh, I don't know what.
Nice belt.
That's awesome.
I know, it's just so silly and goofy and cheesy, but I just had to say that. It came into my mind. So you did 6 figures in 6 weeks. And then what did you do in 6 months?
3 million.
You're kidding me.
Like it was
So that's possible. You did that through Facebook ads?
Yeah, I mean, that is why I'm so passionate. It can just happen so quickly. And the thing about Facebook ads that really not a lot of other marketing methods are, it's totally scalable once you get something working.
Yeah, so I need to make an appointment with you because I'm due to make 6 figures by this time next year. So I'm going to get with you and, maybe we can ramp something up.
Make it to LA in a week or so.
Oh man, I got to look at my schedule. There's like 3 different things going on that same weekend, and I'm trying to juggle, but I definitely would love to come. What's going on? Tell us a little bit about what's going on in LA.
Yeah, so I'm having, Dee and I chatted about it right at the beginning. I'm having a delivery event for my high-end clients. So it's a boardroom style event. We're getting their Facebook ads turned on. So I did make a VIP invitation to Dee. We just have 2 seats left. I just was messaging to see if I could grab a 3rd seat. Yeah, and so we're coming in, we're helping people write their Facebook ads, helping them figure out how to get their ads in front of the right people, because that's one of the mistakes people make, is getting their ads in front of the wrong people and paying a lot of money and not bringing in any clients. And 3 full days of hands-on with my team.
Yes, you know what? As a matter of fact, one of your clients is a very dear friend of mine. Her name is Laurel Eden, and
Oh,
she contacted me to ask me if I was going to LA for the Tammy Lane event, and I was like, when is it? So I was still, getting back to her, and I was saying, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it, but I might have to rethink that whole thing.
November 7th, 8th, and 9th.
Okay, that's really, really awesome. So I want to ask another thing that I'm sure a lot of people are curious about, because I'm sure I'm not the only one who has struggled with having successful Facebook ads.
Sure.
And I know people have to be wondering, what is it that I'm doing wrong? So can you share with us a little bit about some of the biggest mistakes that entrepreneurs make when they're trying to do Facebook advertising?
Sure. I'll share one thing actually that happens before you ever do anything on Facebook in terms of writing ads or doing targeting or anything. And then I have a couple of things that people go wrong in when they actually go to get their ads up. So the first one happens, like I said, it comes before you ever start writing an ad or anything. And that is people design the wrong strategy. And so when they go to create their ad, they create it about something and it attracts all the wrong people. And they end up attracting people who will never pay them money. And we don't want that. We want your Facebook ad to be in alignment with what your paid offer is. So I do this quick and dirty, but the best secret for that is to take a look at why people pay you money. So my clients pay me because they want automatic client flow. I have a weight loss coach. They pay her for permanent weight loss, whatever the most thing is that they pay you money for. And we want to make sure we draw back that motivation all the way into your ad so that the people who click on your ad have a very high likelihood of coming to pay you money. And so a lot of time people go wrong and they maybe have created a free gift or they have a blog article or something where they want to send people to, but it's not in direct alignment with why people buy from them. So they attract the wrong people.
Oh, you know what? That has happened to me before. I'm like, I can't even give stuff away. Just
Right?
like, what's up with that? But that makes perfect sense.
So that's the strategy piece. A couple other mistakes people make, I call it paying the beginner tax. The beginner tax is if you're boosting posts. And I know why people do it because it's so easy, right? The button's right there. It says, boost me for $10 and you get in front of 10,000 people. But if you're boosting posts, you're probably, I bet, not making any money with your ads and you're kind of throwing money down the drain. There's something called Facebook Ads Manager that really, if you can fill in an online order form telling Facebook where you want your ads to run and who you want them to show them to, you have a way better chance of making your ads profitable if you just get involved in Ads Manager. Sorry about that.
Is that Charlie?
Yeah, that's Charlie. And so I just really encourage people not to pay the beginner tax and just come on board on a training and let us show you, or somebody show you at least, how to use Ads Manager, because you're going to save immediate money right away. So that's one of the reasons.
Go ahead.
And I'll give you one more. One of the biggest reasons people fail with their Facebook ads is because their targeting is off. And by targeting, I mean they're not specific enough with who they're putting their ads in front of. One of our specialties is helping you get your ads in front of the right people. So you're only paying to put your ads in front of people who really are motivated and who really will end up coming to buy from you. What most people do is they put their targeting out like this. And so 3/4 of the people have no chance of ever coming to buy from you. So your ads end up being really expensive.
Right. And it's just such a waste of time, money, energy. And one of the things, because I've been studying online marketing for a while, and one of the key things that I learned is to have highly targeted traffic. So that can make the difference between success and failure when you are marketing to an audience that wants what you have and is likely to connect with you and become a client. It's a game changer.
Yes.
So Tammy, what I would recommend for everybody who's listening to definitely connect with you. And whenever Tammy has her next 3-day live event, her Facebook Faucet Live, which you can see in the background there, where she is, you have got to go to this event. I cannot stress it to you enough. It is a 3-day live event. It is boot camp style, and they are literally going to walk you through step by step how to create your ad, how to come up with the headline, and how to come up with the right text, how to put the links in, how to target your audience, how to create custom audiences. And she just takes you step by step. You have your computer right there, you're in your ads manager, and you're just doing it right there. So you can literally walk out of the event with a fully functioning, highly successful Facebook ad for your own business. So the next time Tammy Lane has an event, you have got to go to Facebook Faucet Live. I loved that event. It's phenomenal. You are so welcome. So let me see, what's the easiest or the best way, sorry, my headphones are coming out, the easiest way or the best way for people to get started doing Facebook ads?
Well, out of anything you do for your marketing, Facebook ads really is something you want to get some guidance on. So obviously, I'd love it if people came and learned from me. We've got a couple gifts for them to help them do that. But really, you got to find somebody who you trust and believe in, who've gotten a result that you want to get, and get some guidance. Because here's the thing about Facebook is you do one thing wrong on Facebook because you don't understand something, and Facebook can shut not just your ad account down, but your entire Facebook profile down. And that is why, I want to give you the things. I know lots of you might be do-it-yourself kind of people. I definitely was when I got started. But of anything, you need to have the right guidance if you're going to do Facebook ads. So that, I guess, would be my biggest thing. And the next thing I would say is that you can totally do it yourself with just a little bit of guidance in terms of what the rules are and how to best start converting. I get a lot of pushback from people that they're not a copywriter. They don't know how to write ad copy. But the brilliant thing about Facebook is ads don't work on Facebook. Like, you have to be in a connection mode in order to create something that's going to work with Facebook ads. So I don't want you to write an ad when we're creating Facebook ads. I want you to create a post just like it would feel like a friends and family post to your new audience members who are seeing it. We just move them through some specific elements that allow them to see what you have to offer, but it's in a very non-salesy, non-marketing-y way. And that's why I know that all your viewers can write their own Facebook ads and have them actually work probably better than any copywriter would ever write an ad for you for. We have a hard time finding our copywriters actually to write our ads because we're constantly saying no slick marketing language, no advertisement, because that stuff doesn't work on Facebook.
Yes, because you want it to be personal. You want to make that connection, build that relationship, know that, let people know that they can relate to you. And people love to work with and do business with people that they know. And people that they like. And I love that I have professional Facebook pages, but I have a lot of the people that I do business with and a lot of my colleagues are on my personal Facebook page. And I just post like everything on there because I'm just like a wild and crazy kind of girl. And, and I'll just be, gallivanting all over, the US or doing something. I'm a beach fanatic, or I just think of silly things, just like, the 08 joke or whatever. So I just put all kind of stuff up there, and and I find that it helps in business because I'm able to truly connect with people.
Yes.
But I've got to ask you this, Tammy, because I know you mentioned that in your mind when you first started this, like online ads or Facebook ads or social media marketing was supposed to be like free in your mind. And so I know a lot of people want to do Facebook ads and get those great results, but like, how much is it going to cost them? Is it going to be too expensive? Is it something they can really afford to do?
So we get lots of our clients started for $5 a day. And in my opinion, if you're not willing to invest $5 a day in your business, maybe there are some other free things, but the $5 a day can save you up so much time in terms of how much free content you would have to put out there. For $5, we can get you in front of about 10,000 of your audience members. It can just happen so quickly. So what we do is we get you started for $5 or $10 a day is where we start all of our clients. if you come on one of our other trainings with us, I talk to you about the testing process, which is so critical to your success.
Yes.
But once you make it through that process of figuring out what your clients are looking for, then you just simply reinvest money back into your ads. So say you spend $100 on your ads, you make $1,000 out of your ads. Now for the next week, maybe you have $200 to spend,
Right.
taking some of your profits. So we never ask our clients to come out of pocket more than $5 or $10 a day. You're just gonna, if you want to scale and bring in more clients, you're able to reinvest some of the profits. For a $70 a week budget, some of our clients are booking 7 to 10 strategy sessions a week.
Wow.
Like that's crazy. So some of you I know listening might be booking strategy sessions. Can you imagine if you had even 7 more strategy sessions a week, what that looks like in terms of your bottom line?
Wow, talk about busy, you know. Yes, you better get ready. So that's really interesting and that's really powerful. So the Facebook ads can help bring in a steady stream of clients, you say?
Yeah, so that's the biggest specialty of Facebook ads is, so we've had the same ad funnel running for about 4 years now. So once you get it up and running and test it out, there's very little time management that has to go into managing that ad. So you get freed up to serve all those clients and, just up level your game without having to spend more time on your marketing. And so having that consistent flow, whether it's a few clients a day or, if you want to scale, we can go to hundreds of clients a day for sure. That
Wow.
consistent flow is what works best with Facebook ads. It's harder to get a launch working with Facebook ads where you bring in 1,000 clients all in 2 days. That's
Hmm.
harder. To get that steady drip of 10 clients, 10 clients, 10 clients, 10 clients, that is an easy thing to do with Facebook.
So how did you come up with the name Facebook Faucet?
Who doesn't want to turn on the faucet?
I know, right? I love it because at your live event, I see the little golden faucet with like the little coins coming out where money would be. I mean, where water would be. So, oh, I love it so much. And when I first saw that at the event I went to earlier this year, I have one of my clients, he's a master plumber. And when I went in and I saw that, I was like, oh my goodness, I have to show him this.
A faucet that delivers clients and golden coins.
Right. All right. Wouldn't that be awesome, man, if I just went and turned on my faucet? But that's basically what you're showing people how to do in a metaphoric way,
Yes.
comparing it to the Facebook ads. And we truly appreciate you for that because we need people who are experts and the go-to people in their field, that you are an authority. And by being an authority because of what you have gone through, like I say this, I love this saying, the best way to make it through a minefield is to step in the footprints of someone who has made it through the minefield so you don't get blown up.
I know. Right?
Yes. So I want to walk in your footsteps when I'm walking on Facebook. I want to walk in the footsteps of Tammy Lane.
Oh.
I want to ask you another question too. So did you make your first 6 figures through Facebook ads, or had you made not 6 figures, 7 figures? Did you make your first million through Facebook ads, or were you a millionaire before that?
I had created another $1 million business previous to that.
Oh, okay. You're just a millionaire lady, huh?
Yeah, then I was, that's a long story, but I was back to scratch and needed to get up and running. And yeah, Facebook ads were it for me.
By the way, thank you so much for allowing me to profile you in my most recent book, Muscle Memory Millionaire. I want everyone out there to, when you get the book, make sure you read the piece on Tammy Lane. And we just really appreciate having her as a part of some of the wonderful mentors and entrepreneurs that are, profiled in that book. But what I would love for you to share with us, if you can, because we do still have some more time. And I remember just you telling your story about when you first started, and you mentioned it a little bit earlier, but it wasn't as easy as you thought. And so, you kind of got bruised up. And I was wondering, can you just kind of share that story with us about the webinar and the people that showed up
Yeah.
and you doing the money dance?
Oh yeah, my talented dancing. Okay. So Dee's were referring to, I shared a little bit about that year in business where I was coming out of it feeling like honestly a total failure. And I hadn't felt that way in a long time. Like I'd had a pretty successful career and all those things, and I wasn't anticipating that getting into business. And so I was at the point where I was like, go back to a corporate position, which honestly broke my heart. And as a CPA, I had to track my time in 6-minute intervals. And that's all I could think about was, oh my God, I'm going to have to go back and track my time in 6-minute intervals. And that's when I got that email from Facebook that they were like, hey, come try these brand new Facebook ads. And I was like, got over my mindset issues about the paying for advertising. And so I was all excited. I got my first ad up and running. I got in front of like several thousand people in a couple of days. And I was like, what? Because like I hadn't gotten in front of 1,000 people in a year. And so suddenly I was like, whoa. And I had spent a couple of months, don't tell anybody it took me that long, creating a free gift, you know, a lead magnet that I could give away to people because I knew I would want one for online marketing. And I posted it in all these Facebook groups, gotten feedback, changed it. What do you think of the cover? What do you think of the name? And I had come up with something I thought was stellar. And then I got it up in my Facebook ad, got in front of thousands of people. 0 people opted in for that when they had to give their name and email address. And I was like, what have I done? Like, I was like, but
don't you hate when you think you've done something fantastic but nobody else does? Like, you're the only one. You're your own biggest fan.
Yes. And so then I was like, oh, just one more thing that doesn't work, Facebook ads. But I came back to from my accounting and marketing days. And one of the biggest things that I learned through that is testing is everything. And I didn't test when I first got my ad up. And so that's what I did. I ran an ad test for a few days and was able to hone in on what my clients wanted to hear from me. Changed out my free gift name. I didn't change the actual free gift. The content was still relevant. I just needed to change how I talked about it. Amazing. And then within about a week of that time, I ended up with 3,000 people registered for my first webinar.
What?
And I was
you
like,
went from 0 to 3,000?
I know. I was like, what has just happened?
Wow.
Like Facebook ads. I was like, so webinar day shows up and I am like, oh my God, this is so exciting. My first webinar, right? So I'm all worried about tech stuff. And like, anyways, I get on minute 1, there's like a couple hundred people on. Minute 3, I have like more than 500 people on. By minute 7, I have 2,007 people on the webinar. And I am like, okay. So this is Dee.
I think I would just pass out.
I'm doing the money dance. I'm like, woohoo! I'm paying off my debt and redecorating the living room and going on vacation. But there's still some tech things, right? Like I got to finish the webinar. I make my invitation to come work with me for $297. I see on my phone flashes up a sale and I'm like, yes, okay.
Ching, ching. You just make that little $ noise, the little cash register noise.
And so we get in and I keep going in my offer. I finish up the last piece of the webinar. In my head, I'm thinking, I didn't get any more flashes on my phone. And then I'm like, oh, there must have been so many they didn't want to message me every time that the sale went through is what I'm thinking in my head. Yeah, that wasn't what happened.
Oh my goodness. How can you have, I'm sorry, I just can't, like 2,000 something people. And what, like, are you kidding me right now? Like,
I know, right? So
I mean, even 20 would have been like 1%, right?
I know, 0 more.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you, Tammy. I am not laughing.
Oh, I'm laughing at you.
I'm laughing at myself because I just feel, I mean, I feel the pain. I can so relate to that.
So I go and cry in my Ben and Jerry's for a couple nights. I'm like, but then it came to me, Dee, I didn't do any more testing. And I don't know how many times the universe needs to hit me over the head with this, but testing is critical. And so I came back to the drawing board. I got smarter. I put 100 people on the next webinar, like a couple hundred on the webinar after that. But I tested with my Facebook ads what my clients wanted to hear from me in terms of my offer. And so I tweaked my offer on the next few webinars. That's how we ended up at the 6 figures in 6 weeks. And then we scaled to the 3 million in 6 months. so crazy fast because I listened to what my client, I didn't have to be a rocket scientist. I just needed to be able to know how to read what my clients were telling me with my ads.
Right. So Tammy Lane went from the slow lane to the fast lane, right?
I needed to get hit over the head a few times.
All the road to success. It's okay. I've got a hard head. Under all this hair, there's lots of bumps and bruises because I've hit my head so many times. But that's an incredible story. It's very inspirational also. And I know a lot of people can relate to that because everyone, just about, unless you're born into it, pretty much everyone is a failure before they're a success. So, but you said, don't tell anybody that it took me that long. But you know what? Because it took you that long, it's going to take me a lot less when I connect with you and you tell me what not to do and exactly what I need to do.
So true. I'm gladly to share my lessons because I think the hardest thing in business is we do all these different trainings. Like somebody teaches you how to do a free gift, somebody shows you how to do an ad, somebody shows you this different thing. What we're really good at, and we get into this at the event, is helping you click all those pieces together so they work to bring you in clients. And that's what we all want, right? So
right, that's exactly what we want. And I forgot, I was getting ready to ask you something. Oh, so I wanted to know, like, you have like different types of offerings where you have an online course, right? That teaches you about, the Facebook ads, and then you have some done with you, or do you have done for you programs that people can get where they say, I just need you to just do it, just help me. You have something like that?
Yep, we have all the way from you do it with our online program. I always include some sort of calls with us with those because I think that's really critical to my client's success and I want you to be successful. All the way up to done for you agency style ads where we handle everything related to your ads and your funnels.
Oh yeah, the funnel, that's huge.
We have all those.
A lot of, I don't want to think about it. I was like, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And, I'm not like, if my house gets damaged, I'm not going to go and cut out drywall and try to get the plaster and stuff. I'm just going to bring somebody in who knows how to do it, who knows what they're doing, because I would probably end up costing myself even more because I have not a clue as to what I'm doing. So thank goodness for people like you. So do you have, besides the fulfillment event that you have coming up, when is your next Facebook Faucet event? Or do you have any coming, especially to the Arizona area?
I'm not sure where the next one will be, but after November 7th, 8th, and 9th, the next Facebook Faucet Live will be coming up in April. I haven't selected a location yet, but if your listeners are out there and they're in a particular location, email me and you might sway us.
No, I want you to go to the chat box right now, put down where you're listening from, where you live, and we'll try to see if we can sway Tammy to go into one of your locations. So we're going to see if anybody posts
We've
anything.
done Vancouver, Phoenix, LA, and Calgary has been our location so far.
Houston, Texas. Tammy says, Houston, Texas in February.
I was in Dallas actually a couple weeks ago.
Oh, well, wow. You know what? You weren't too far from Tony.
No.
And San Diego is always a great location. I love San Diego. I just love that city.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun. A lot of good people in San Diego. We got Maryland. We got Tucson, Arizona in the house. What's going on, Kathleen? Oh, yeah, I'm in Tucson. You need to come to Tucson.
There we go.
Yes. Hi, Van. Sister Van is in Tucson. Oh, we're getting multiple votes from Tucson. That's where I'm weighing in because I got my champs on the line today. And so go Tucson. Come down to the old Pueblo. Huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
And so we have the live events, but we also have online options. That's, I mean, one of the reasons we do Facebook ads is so that we don't have to travel all over the world. So I do like to make sure you guys have online options as well. So you can definitely reach out if that's something you're interested in.
Speaking of traveling all over the world, one of the things that Facebook ads have allowed for your business is that time freedom, more time to travel. And so just share a little bit about us before we give away the free gifts for the listeners today. I just want you to tell me a little bit about your family, because I just love your family. I saw the post of you and your baby with the pajama pants, the matching pajama pants, and you're having like the pajama party. And I was so jealous because like I wanted to be there. You guys look like you were having so much fun. I was like, that is adorable.
Yeah, so my daughter is 8, and so she comes actually to some of the events with me. I do a handful of events a year. She's come to 2 with me in the last few months, and she comes on stage with me and does introduction, and
Mm.
she loves way more. I was so shy when I was little.
Mm-hmm.
People say I'm kind of a little bit shy, but Danny is like way out there. She like wants to be on stage, give her the mic, all that kind of stuff. So that's been fun for me to introduce her to that kind of world. And I have 2 stepdaughters who are 20 and 17 now.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Time flies. And so she's like, it sounds like your 8-year-old that she's kind of like following in mommy's footsteps, and that she's going to be doing her own little
I think
things.
it's going to be well beyond me. It took me actually quite a while to get on video after I started my business. Like doing the webinar was kind of a huge thing for me.
Hmm.
She already has a YouTube channel.
What about a YouTube channel?
She already has a YouTube channel.
What? Are
Yeah.
you kidding me? At
No.
8?
Yeah. And she begged me for a year to have her YouTube channel before I would set it up for her.
Well, so what kind of stuff does she say on it?
Oh, she likes teaching how to do things. So gymnastics or crafts or photography. Like she just likes to teach people how to do
Oh
stuff.
my goodness. She is going to be, I mean, she's already fantastic, but she is just going to
Oh,
knock people's socks off. So we're getting ready to go to the free gifts that people gave for attending. But before we go to the free gifts, one more thing. I want to know if there's anybody out there that's listening in our audience today. We probably only have time for one question, maybe 2 at the most. But if you have a specific question that we didn't go over today in regards to Facebook advertising or something you just want to know about it, you can type it into the chat and we can see if we can get Tammy to give you her views on how she might be able to provide you with some answers for that. So does anybody have any questions regarding Facebook advertising or any questions, for Tammy in particular? You can't ask her out on a date because she is married. So don't put any of that kind of stuff in the chat box. I know you're just so pretty. When I first saw you, I was like, oh, she's just so pretty.
oh, you're so sweet,
It's
Dee.
so true. It's so true. Um, so let me see. How would you advertise for a speaker? Like if you have a speaking business or you're a public speaker, how would you advertise for that to be able to get more speaking engagements or more clients for whatever it is you speak about? Okay.
So harder probably to advertise for paid speaking engagements. I probably don't recommend Facebook ads for that.
Mm-hmm.
We do work with a lot of speakers who want to fill their own events. Facebook ads work brilliantly well if you want to do a 2-hour talk or fill 3-day events or anything like that, where you're going to be the speaker at those. Those work brilliantly well with Facebook.
Perfect.
So we just create our own opportunities to speak,
Mm.
and you don't need to get permission from anybody or anything like that. That works really, really well. But if you're looking for paid speaking engagements, I don't recommend that you use Facebook ads for that.
Right. But if you use Facebook ads and you're able to fill your events, then you can generate a great amount of revenue at those events, especially if you're using the targeted advertising to a target market that's bringing the type of people to your events that are interested in what you have. So
Exactly. We have
Mhm.
one client who just is using local paid workshops, and she's filling her high-end programs with those. She's booking about $5,000 per event, so way more than she would probably earn
Oh,
speaking at an
yeah. And way more than what she invested in the advertising to get people there.
yeah.
I also, she's asking about speaking events. What about, is life coaching a different thing, something that you can use Facebook ads to get clients as a life coach?
We definitely work with lots of different coaches. We have several life coaches, business coaches, health coaches, all that kind of stuff that we work with. That's brilliant.
Mm-hmm. And my friend Van, I call her Van, her name is Van Hella, but she's asking about, well, she just couldn't hear you. You were breaking up when you were talking about the boost. So I think it was one of the mistakes that people make is they boost a post, because in your professional Facebook page, it will just say boost now and you can get in front of this many people for just $10. And it's just so easy because you can just click on it, but it's just a waste of money and advertising, because you're not really getting in front of the people that you need to get in front of too.
Yeah, and we didn't have time to go into some of the details about why that's true, but we got a free gift for you. If you join me in that, I'm going to invite you to a longer in-depth training for free that we have coming up, and you can get in on the scoop on why that is and how to avoid the mistakes that are going to cost you that money.
Right now, if Tony or Nikki's there, okay, it's the one with the profitsweetspot.com, Deneene. That's the link for the
Yes.
gift. Okay, so I'm gonna put this is a free gift that is for everyone who attended the call today. So look in your chat right now, and you're gonna wanna go and grab that free gift. And could you tell us one more time what that free gift is?
So that link is going to take you to our ultimate Facebook ad template. It walks you through the exact elements that need to go in your ad that gives you the best converting ad. So how to write the elements of the ad, what you need to include in there. On the thank you page to that, you're going to get invited to an in-depth training that's all free as well. So I get to have a little bit more time with you to talk about how to do the targeting, how to get in front of your audience, and those kinds of things. So
there's the fountain with the money.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's people in there too, like dancing around or something. Okay, that's awesome. So that's wonderful. We're going to remember, we reminded you that you can upgrade to VIP. When you upgrade to VIP, it means that you get replays of all of the talks, and you are going to want these talks. These talks today have been amazing, and there is even more to come. Also, what I want to tell you is remember that if you upgrade to the highest level of VIP, not only do you get replays of all of the talks from today, but you also get special VIP gifts. So I'm going to talk with Tammy offline, and we're going to put together some like super amazing free gift offers. Maybe you might, I don't know, you might get a free ticket to a really, really powerful event, but we can't give it to everybody. But first of all, you have to upgrade to VIP to even qualify for that, and then we will see what I can do. Tammy, she considers me a friend, so I can put in a good word for you. So upgrade to VIP. And also with the malfunction that we had with the technology for the last talk, Iman, it didn't air, but we are working to solve that problem. So we are going to air that event again, and hopefully you will be able to watch it. We'll make the replay available. If you do upgrade to VIP, you get all the talks. So even though Iman's didn't air, once we get that technical problem resolved, we'll make sure you have it. For right now, on my professional Facebook page, on my personal Facebook page, I posted a video link that's going to be up for a limited time in case you want to watch it today. We're going to try to get it on maybe later this evening after the summit ends. If we're not able to get with tech support by then you'll just have to watch the link. And I did put the link in the chat. Oh, hold on. Do we have the link in the chat? The link is in the chat, but I don't know if we can drop it in there again. Tammy, thank you so much for being with us today. I really appreciate it. And next, I want you to stay tuned, because in just a little while at 3:00 p.m. Pacific time, we are having our next guest. Hold on, I'm sorry, look at the screen, which is the phenomenal Toni Kaufman. She is the CEO of KDDM Inc., and she is going to speak to us about how to go from web summit to TV show in 90 days. Toni is my friendpreneur, and I love her. She is a completely, I just don't even have words to tell you how awesome this woman is, but we are partners in crime and partners in all things good. And I can't wait to interview her and hear her story and what she has to share with us and deposit in us next at 3 o'clock. So it is 4:44, which is a great number. it's, it's like a number I see all the time. So I'm super excited about it. We'll go ahead and end it here. I will see you in the next session. We have 2 sessions left today, so please come. Tammy, we'll see you next time. I can't wait until you come to Arizona. I'm rooting for Tucson for your next live event.
Always a pleasure.
Okay, have a great evening.
Too.